I'ma do my own thing.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show, back with another video. And today we're talking about Spider-Man, man, Spider-Man 2. Because simply, man, I watched the trailer and everything else. I never got to speak about it, so I took my time to analyze and see what's going on. But in all honesty, it's Spider-Man, bro. Like I don't know, buy it, I guess. No, me personally, man, I come from a long age of gaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty old right now. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at gaming is different than people who might have grew up in a newer era. You know, because for me, I played like the PS2 games where, you know, games would be good back then. Like, don't get me wrong, games were really fun back then. I enjoy those games simply because with those games there's no extra DLC, there's no extra story that you got to do. Like, what you get is what you get. Like, they're gonna make a more complete game because of it. But many people look at the trailer and stuff and they said like, hey, this is just like on rails and stuff. And what I mean by on rails, it means like basically you're playing a movie where, you know, you get to move and stuff, but it's not really like nothing dynamic. Don't get me wrong, man, I ain't gonna lie, I get it. We in the PS5 era, people want games to be more dynamic. I wasn't a really big fan of the open world thing until recently. Now I want most games to be open world. It really depends on whatever your preference is, to be truthfully honest. I mean, Spider-Man is one of Sony's flagships. When you think about getting a PS5, there's a couple games you think about getting. If you're a fantasy fan, you like Final Fantasy. If you're just a fan of anything superhero, you're gonna be getting a PS5 for Marvel Spider-Man. That's one of the things that people buy systems for. I will admit, I've been a big comics fan for years. You know, I don't really read much of it, but I like the lore around it. You know what I'm saying? I like to learn about the different stories. And I mean, my favorite Marvel superhero was always Deadpool. You know, I played all those games back then. I'm still hoping Insomniac gives us a Deadpool game after this Wolverine game. And now when I say I'm a late bloomer when it comes to Spider-Man games, I didn't actually play Spider-Man 1 until Miles Morales was literally about to come out. I think I ended up playing like the old PS4 version. I had a friend that had it, and I just, you know, got that version. And I didn't play it until Miles Morales was about to come out. I was so juiced that we finally got like a black Spider-Man. And from what I heard, there's black characters that are being made in the Marvel world, but they just don't seem as interesting as Miles Morales himself. Like, people love Miles Morales, they hate what's her name, Riri Williams from the Iron Man stuff. When I finally got around to playing, I loved it. I've been a Spider-Man fan for years. It's not like that was just something new to me. I played all the other ones. I might have missed like that first Amazing Spider-Man or something like that, but one of those games was kind of trash though, I heard, so it don't really matter. But I played a lot through the years, like Web of Shadows, I think Spider-Man Friend or Foe, and then Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And they dealt with like a lot of variations of Spider-Man. I believe at that time, Miles Morales was either not created or he was basically really not in the limelight at this point. Shattered Dimensions was basically the first time I got to see 2099 Spider-Man. And of course, in launch with the movie, I got to see really what Miles Morales' character is all about. And I loved it, man. I really loved the movies. I loved the game that he had. I feel like it should have been a little bit longer, but I understand what it was for what it was. I love the idea of being able to switch between Miles Morales and the new game, Miles Morales and Peter Parker. And I like that they basically are making it so that the Venom is not like the same Venom you always see. It's not always the same story, you know. They like to switch it up, and I appreciate that. And now that we got Miles now, we can actually see what the black suit is doing to Peter and from an external Spider-Man. Looks like we got Kraven the Hunter in this new game. I don't really know much about him as a villain, as a character.
Now let us tell who Kraven truly is. Kraven the Hunter is a fictional character in the Marvel Comics universe, specifically associated with the Spider-Man series. Created by writer Stan Lee and artist Steve Ditko, Kraven the Hunter made his first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man #15 in 1964. Kraven, whose real name is Sergei Kravinoff, is a renowned big game hunter with enhanced strength, speed, and agility. He hails from Russia and is known for his distinctive lion-like mane and vest. Kraven sees himself as the world's greatest hunter and constantly seeks new challenges to prove his skills. One of Kraven's defining storylines is the Kraven's Last Hunt arc, which took place in the Amazing Spider-Man comic series in 1987. In this storyline, Kraven takes extreme measures to prove himself by defeating Spider-Man and burying him alive. The story explores Kraven's obsession with besting the wall crawler and delves into his complex psychological motivations. Kraven has clashed with Spider-Man numerous times throughout throughout the comics, often employing his skills, cunning, and hunting expertise to gain the upper hand. While primarily a villain, Kraven has occasionally shown moments of anti-heroic behavior and has even joined forces with Spider-Man to face greater threats. Outside of the comics, Kraven the Hunter has appeared in various animated adaptations, including Spider-Man, the animated series, and the Spectacular Spider-Man. However, as of my knowledge cutoff in September 2021, he has not yet appeared in live-action films. It's worth noting that plans for Kraven the Hunter to have his own standalone movie in the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters have been announced, with actor Aaron Taylor Johnson cast in the role.
Anyway, I think he'll be a cool villain, though. You know, I think he'll do a lot of damage, and it'll serve to really be like more of a side plot. Like, obviously that'll be the overarching plot, but the thing is, we'll have the black suit Spider-Man now, so that'll be a big part of the game. I honestly think, I can't tell how this is gonna go. I can see why people are complaining, because they feel like they was watching the showcase, feel like that, you know, it's gonna be a lot of cutscene fights and stuff. But for me personally, I don't mind cutscene fights. I mean, what else do you do if it's not cutscene fights? Especially in games like that where it's meant to be cinematic, like it's meant to be interesting like that. I get that you want like the cutscene to be fully playable and you to be able to do whatever, but you know, I don't think we're at the point of a fully dynamic cutscene until maybe like years into the future. Like I look at this game for what it is. I finally get to play a Spider-Man game where I get to play as Miles Morales, probably with his electricity powers, and it seems like he has new powers, which is really, really cool. And then Spider-Man with his new suits and new equipment. I get to fight against Kraven the Hunter. I get to fight against like the black suit Peter Parker. I mean, what more can you ask for? Now let me ask you guys a question. Actually, never mind. There's no need. Like, you guys are picking this up. If you're even interested in watching this video, chances are you done already bought the game. You done already pre-ordered. I mean, with the success of the movie, this is the perfect time to drop the pre-order. Miles is booming right now. The Spider-Man suits look absolutely amazing. I've seen some of them. I didn't see all of them. I don't want to be spoiled. I saw like the pre-order ones. They look really, really good. Sounds like we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Hopefully the next one can be co-op though. They really need to do the co-op thing and take it from that angle and approach it from that kind of objective look. You know, make it co-op. Make it so that we can play as both. But obviously, if they do make another game, it's going to be after Wolverine, and I don't think they're going to really tap into Spider-Man again, unless they're doing something wildly different, like Miles Morales solo game. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Oh, did you know that Miles gets a lightsaber? That's crazy.